Come into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, keep your pelvic bone neutral. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your feet between your hands, hang forward in a simple forward bend. Bring your hands onto your hips. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, scoop your chest forward to come through a flat back, all the way to a stand. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Now we'll do 2 sun breaths. Inhale, upward worship. Hands join at the top, run down through your feet. Exhale, come through a flat back into a forward bend. Inhale, prepare pose. And exhale, release down. Surrender. Inhale, arms come all the way up to upward worship. And exhale, hands back down. Again, inhale. Engage the navel up towards your chin. Exhale, release forward, hinging at your hips. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, your arms up, overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Press your palms, engage your navel. And exhale, hands to heart center. To the high ball of your right foot. Elevate your knee to hip height and then extend your knee. Straighten out your leg. Hold these each for 5 to 10 breaths. Other side. And take it down. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, and then elevate your front body. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, take your right hand to your right thigh and then pull your left arm around your leg. And place your right hand on top of your left hand. So you can see that my forearms are stacking on top of one another. And if this is too much for you to place the hands together, you can just keep your right hand on your sacrum like so and work pulling your shoulder open. Okay, then inhale back to center and exhale hands to prayer again at your heart. Take a deep breath in and exhale. We're going to twist the other way. Something that happens commonly is that the hips start to sway off the midline. So if you feel that your buttocks are drifting one way or the other, see if you can bring it back to center. And then inhale back to chair. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lengthen your spines. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to your bellies. Inhale, open your heart, squeeze your elbows in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forward between your hands for a low lunge. And then grab your blocks. We're going to come into warrior 3. So you want to come off your back leg, so drag it in a little, and then lift it up to be in line with your hip structure and the rest of your torso. You want to gaze directly beneath your face and check to see that your back leg, see if you can feel and sense if your back leg is in line with your hip or if it's maybe crossing over your midline or drifting out towards the side. You want it to be right behind you. So if you just gaze down a little bit, you should see all 5 toes looking towards the floor. And then you take your gaze back to where it needs to be underneath your face. Engage through the lower band of your core structure, so that's right here. That helps to take the good portion of the weight off your standing leg. Step back to your low lunge and to downward facing dog. And then inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot forward, grab your blocks. And let's take this side. So your back leg is nice and strong with your heel reaching away from the crown of your head. So if your torso is at all dumping forward, you want to elevate to your fingertips, or you may even need to switch the height of your blocks. Similarly, if it's too high. So if I were to bring my blocks here too high, if I were to take my hands to the ground, too low. So you want to find that place that's perfectly balanced in between. Step back to your low lunge and downward facing dog. Come onto your knees. You may need blocks for this or a blanket. I'm going to take 2 blocks and stack them like so, horizontally under. Now take your strap and place it around. You're going to undo your right foot coming out from underneath you. Place the strap around the ball of your foot. And then you're going to extend your leg out in front of you. You want to sit up as tall as you can with your shoulders over your waist. So if you start to lean back, then come forward and lower your leg. And press into the ball. And press into the strap with the ball of your foot. Keep your shoulders pulling back into the shoulder sockets. Okay. You can hold that for a few breaths and hold onto the strap just with your left hand and begin to release your right arm at shoulder height into extension behind you. Gaze to your fingers. And just hold this nice twist. And breathe into it. Come back to center, see if you can get your leg a little higher, and then release down. And gently and carefully take your knee underneath you again. And lean onto your right side to take the left leg out. Take the strap around your foot and extend it out in front of you. You want to keep your leg in line with your hip, so if it starts to move towards your midline or out to the side, just bring it back right in front of your hip. And then hold on with your right hand and release the left. Come back to center and take your foot down. Bring it back underneath you. Sit up tall. And then take blocks away. Come on into downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. Cross your calves. Sit back. Scoot yourselves forward. Separate your feet hips distance apart. Turn your hands so that your fingertips face in towards you. And then inhale. Tabletop. You want your knees to fall right on top of your ankles. Gaze to the ceiling. Press your hip flexors up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale. Let your chest move through your shoulders. And exhale, lower down. And inhale. Hold at the top here. Breathe. lower to the ground. Scoot forward onto your mat. And lower down onto your backs. Take a happy baby pose, so hold on to the outer edges of your feet and bend your knees alongside your body. Walk your shoulders down your back. See if you can take your tailbone onto your mat. Good. Release. Place the soles of your feet onto the floor and bend your arms at your elbows. Lastly, we're going to stretch out our hips a little bit one more time. So move your hips all the way over to the right side of your mat with your feet separated, max distance apart. And then let both knees swing over at the same time to the left like windshield wipers. Take your left ankle on top of your right knee and just let it rest there. You can close your eyes. Hold for as long as is comfortable for you. It's a really nice stretch. Then take it to the other side. Come back to center and draw both knees in towards your chest, hugging them in.